Another day for XRP. All right, it's been another monstrous day for the entire crypto landscape. We'll talk about that and what exactly is happening right now as we look at the charts. I want to share with you guys also some XRP news. We'll get you guys on your way. I'm going to keep this video under 5 minutes to kind of get you the XRP news for today as we look at 47 billion XRP we need to talk about, okay? So for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome back. If you have not done so, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. My name's Mark, for those of you that do not know, and we do talk crypto and XRP each and every single day, so welcome back. I want to appreciate all my subscribers that are returning. And let's get into the news and talk about kind of what I'm looking at as we get into Thursday and kind of enter the weekend. A couple things that do stand out to me is Bitcoin up 1.1% on the day. Nice little recovery for them as we want to talk BTC and how over the last week we did touch all-time highs for Bitcoin. And then since then, guys, we have sold off a little bit, still settling at that 110 level in terms of a price perspective. And Ethereum 2780. So nice little run for ETH as we are seeing altcoins pick up the steam as well. XRP continuing their ascension as we do look at a solid month and week, day, all that good stuff. $2.43. So XRP making a nice recovery as we want to look at XRP on the charts, but there are some serious numbers we have to talk about and how this plays a role into us as XRP holders. Also, guys, before we get going, if you do trade spot and leverage, check out my link down below. All right, with that link, you will get a 10% bonus on your first time deposit. Also, 40% lower trading fees. If you aren't trading on BTCC, give them a look. No VPN, KYC necessary. So enjoy, in my opinion, one of the hottest promotions in all of the crypto exchanges. If you do want to sign up with BTCC, understand their terms and conditions and do your due diligence before starting trading. But that is the link that will be down below if you do want to start onboarding on that platform, start trading today. Okay. But this is what we came here to talk about. There's 2,700 XRP wallets holding 47 billion XRP ahead of key decisions. Now, before we get going, this won't actually be a video where we talk about kind of the implications from a price perspective, guys. And this is not financial advice, as you all are aware. I will never tell you to buy or sell crypto. But if you're watching this video, it's because you do believe in XRP. And I do want to kind of reiterate the stance and claim that a lot of people talk about within XRP and how the market cap, how the price of XRP is kind of non-dependent on what XRP is doing. There's a couple big headlines coming in the news. All right, Brad Garlinghouse is going to be meeting with Elizabeth Warren. If that does take place, who knows? That'll be a very fascinating conversation to see. But right now, crypto seemingly looking to get out of that suppression that we've had within interest rates. We talk about kind of what we've had going on with tariffs and also the conflict in the Middle East that have kind of brought us down throughout the month of June and the early part of July. But as it relates to XRP and what we have on the board today, there's a lot of ETF talks. There's a lot of things happening. But the big storyline with the XRP price that I want to just remind you guys, it doesn't really matter what we're doing right now, okay, from a price perspective. And the reason why I say that is because for XRP, the number one goal is to kind of detach from crypto, in my opinion, right? They want to complete transactions. They want to be that transactional currency to use for settlements, all right? And I think that's kind of where we look into the long game, the big picture, if you will, all right? XRP's market cap is kind of not related to what we're seeing here from a macro perspective in crypto. Yes, it will hold us down in the short term, but in my personal opinion, we want that liquidity, right? We want that liquidity where the price of XRP just does not matter, okay? Replacing a portion of the SWIFT banking system, reading about those numbers and what XRP wants to do, what they're striving to put into place. That's going to be a point where, say you hold $100,000 of XRP, that's going to be where the price of XRP would still be going up. Even if you dumped your 100,000 XRP, it would not even make a difference. And that's kind of where we're trying to get to, okay? And that's why the whales believe in XRP. That's why a lot of people are XRP maxis. And that's what I want to share with you guys right now as we look at 2,700 plus XRP wallets holding 47 billion XRP ahead of key deadlines. We're looking at XRP hitting their almost 2-month high at $2.43 as a lot of expectation that we will see XRP ETFs in July. As we did see this increase, the market cap for crypto is up as well. And I am going to show you guys a little bit of this because if you do want to follow the whales and see kind of what's going on, I'll pull up this article from the Crypto Basics so you guys can see exactly what's happening. Okay, and this is the chart of XRP whale accumulation. Okay, and looking at this, guys, this is the numbers that you need to look at. 2743 wallets holding 1 million XRP. This is the highest of all time. And you're going to ask yourself, why is the XRP price not exploding right now? Well, who says it's not, and who says that it really matters right now, okay? But 47.32 billion coins are held by wallets holding at least 1 million XRP. Keep that in mind. These are two numbers that do coincide with significant price movements. These are numbers that we are currently looking at right now and faced with, okay? So some bullish things to note here as we look at this data from Sentiment, as you look at this graphic, and all of these numbers are increasing. You can see the blue line here, a little bit underneath what you're looking at right here. That's a steady incline, as well as the red line on the chart above. Those are steadily ascending as well. Okay, so two positive metrics for XRP, and that's kind of where we're going to shift gears into what's coming. Okay, this is where we look for the first major decision, and these catalysts could end up being what we need to kind of push us over the hump. But for me, guys, if you watch my stuff, you know how I feel about ETFs. I'm a believer. I just don't, quite frankly, I'm more of a glass half full kind of guy when it comes to the ETF discussions with XRP. But we do have one on July 14th as we look for pro shares launching 3 XRP ETF futures. Those would also kind of allow for some leverage along the way. Trust Capital, their 2x long XRP daily target ETF on July 21st. And also we will see the volatility shares aiming to have 2 ETFs debut on that same date. Okay, so basically we have, looking at 6 ETFs coming in July, potentially, and that's kind of where we look for the future beyond the futures. There's more than 10 spot XRP ETF applications currently under review. They have an October deadline in the face of the SEC for these final decisions after these submissions of these applications, and that could have a long-term impact both on the adoption and price trajectory for XRP. So that's kind of what we have looking at, and that's where I wanted to highlight in this video, okay, the 2,700 plus wallets and the 47 plus billion coins by holding at least 1 million XRP. So XRP whales are essentially at their highest point all time in terms of the whale holdings. So that's going to be the biggest takeaway from this video. So if you are compiling all the bullish data for XRP, please let this one be kind of the headline of the day as you look at the XRP whale movements, and they are strikingly looking to be exceeding a lot of the all-time highs, the big numbers, right? So that's the big take-home message from this video. So leave a comment down below. What do you guys think? Do you think the whales, the ETFs, is that enough to push XRP over the edge? And what are you actually doing with your XRP right now as we are continuing to climb, as we look at the XRP price as we get out of here, trading at the $2.42 level as I am signing off from this video. So leave a comment down below. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Give me a couple minutes of your time. If you have not done so, join the XRP army. Hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.